Body Bags, where horror lies.
Welcome everyone to Body Bags. It's week 85 and the theme this week is documentaries. I'm OUTSIDER365 from the OUTSIDER365 channel. Hello to you all. I was really excited when this theme came up for this week because I love documentaries, especially horror documentaries. Love them, love them, love them, love them, and I have a fuck ton of them. So narrowing this down to what I was going to do, I really had to have a, which one will I pick? What'll I do? So I decided to pick the most recent one that I'd watched, which is the Video Nasties documentary, and it's a two-part documentary. So this, of course, focuses on and goes over the part one that goes over the 72 titles that were on the DPP's list that were banned in the 80s, basically, by the BBFC, the British Board of Film. It was censors, and then they changed it to classifications. But yeah, basically all the panic and the hoopla and the fucking nonsense that was going on in the 80s about the horror movies. People were having fucking conniptions and fucking going crazy about it. But the part one it's fantastic. It has interviews with so many people, but Neil Marshall's one of them, who's done The Descent and Doomsday, British filmmaker. And it's also got the guy that did, I can't remember his name. The guy that did Severance, he's in it. And they have Michael Winner, who before he did insurance shit and all that, he was a screenwriter. He did like Death Wish and all that stuff. There's interviews with him in there, and there's archive footage of James Furman, who was the guy at he was the head censor in charge of the BBFC. From like the late 70s up to 99, I think. And they have like MPs that were involved at the time. This is a great documentary if you know about the Video Nasties and all the fucking nonsense that went on with it. And the freedoms that tried to take away. It's really good. It's really long. Part one is like 13 hours, or probably over 13 hours, 25 minutes. And it does take place over 3 discs, which one disc is the main documentary, and then the others are extended interviews and trailers for all the movies they're talking about. Like this one has like an image gallery of 80 of the titles on the DPP's list, Section 3 list. So that's like 3 hours, that one. And then on disc 2 it has the original trailers for the 39 for the original 39 nasties that were successfully prosecuted. And before each of those ones you can choose whether you want to watch the introduction, so they kind of tell you a bit about the trailers, or you can just watch the trailers one after the other. And then the last, I won't go through every fucking thing, or this video will be longer than the fucking documentary. But yeah, part 2 is the same. It's like 13 hours plus, so you got like over 26 hours of a documentary on 3 discs. I did like in the second one, you do get some postcards. Otherwise, it's just, I'll get to what I was going to say in a second. You do get one for Texas Chainsaw, you get one for The Art of Nasty, you get one for Naked Fist, little postcard, and then Headless Eyes, and then the last one for the Werewolf Woman. These cool little postcards. The only thing I didn't like about this was that instead of having a part 1 and 2 or whatever, they could have put all this together in like one cool kind of box, kind of like Camp Motion Pictures Basement. I did have this in here, it's in the other room. Kind of like Camp Motion Pictures thing, if they put all that into like a big box and had some more artwork or maybe a couple of posters, like packaging wise, that's my little fucking thing on it. Because I would have paid more money for the packaging, because the documentary is fucking excellent. I've watched every fucking minute that's on this. Would highly recommend it. It's a documentary that's very well done. There's interviews with cool people in it. As I said, there's archive footage of James Furman. They even have footage of Mary Whitehouse in there, who was a big pain in the ass for filmmakers and musicians back in her time, and she had like Margaret Thatcher's ear as well. So There's archive footage with her in there. It's so informative as well. It just tells you stuff, and fuck, it's educational as well. You know, just as far as rights and laws and shit that they waved in that wasn't actually even a law, and then they realized it later, and then they had to fucking rewrite the law and shit. Because it spans up to obviously people that are younger than me, and you know, have always kind of known, maybe like the internet since they were teens or whatever, would find it hard to believe that you couldn't get movies. People were going off to other countries and smuggling reels of tape in their trousers, you know, like fucking like drugs and stuff. People had spools of movies, you know, hidden in their luggage and stuff, and would come back and put those spools into other VHS packaging things, the plastic bit, the actual VHS tape, and, you know, make copies of it and sell fortunes. It was like, there was such a movement for these. There was a really good documentary I saw years ago about the BBFC and the censors, and actually everyone leading up to James Furman. And it was on, I think it was, oh man, maybe it was BBC Two one night, and this was a while ago. But if I find that documentary, I'll put the link in the description if I can find it on YouTube or something, because if you haven't seen it, that was a really good watch as well, that documentary. But that's enough. Jesus, I wouldn't run out of things to say about this, but I'll have to cut it. But it says on this that these are quite cheap too, if you think to buy. I mean, like the 3 of these were, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, definitely under £20 each. And like for a 13-hour documentary, it's so worth it, you know. The second one says it's limited. On the back here, I don't know if you can check it. It says it's limited to 6,666, and you can see my number in there. Copies. So I don't know how true or accurate that is, and that if this is discontinued or you can't get it, but I doubt it would be. But they're put out by Nucleus Films, who's made it and all that stuff. Would highly recommend these. And for my buddies in the UK, these are Region 0. And obviously they have the BBFC 18s on them too, which is good. You know, the little certificates. It goes through all that stuff as well, and about the whole, not just the censorship, about the cover artwork or stuff that was coming out, but it was also the pictures that they were allowed to have on the back. You know, the organizations that became another one. The cover art had to be fucking, they couldn't have a picture of a knife on the back or whatever in England, but you could have the knife on the back in America or wherever, you know. So yeah, if you haven't seen these documentaries and you like documentaries and you know about the video nasties and the BBFCs, even if you own half of them and know all about it, this is still a great documentary, you know, for people that have interest in it and people that don't know and are just horror fans and we're interested in checking them out. Are they good? They're brilliant. Highly recommend them. I'll wrap it up because I'm just fucking rambling now. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. I'm OUTSIDER365. This is the BodyBags channel. I've been talking about the video nasties documentaries. And take care. Bye-bye now. Don't forget tomorrow night, Sunday review here on BodyBags. Moods is up, so looking forward to checking his one out. See you guys.